The following is a presentation of LSPN, your home for Lenawee sports.
Hello friends, and thank you for joining us this evening as LSPN and the Michigan High School Athletic Association welcome you to the city of Adrian in this Class B semifinal round district tournament matchup, where tonight the 9-2 Chelsea Bulldogs go up against the 16-4 Onsted Wildcats. Good evening. I'm Drakar Bunce alongside Kelly Heidbreeder.
Hey there, Drakar. I think we have a pretty tough game going tonight. Both teams are pretty quick, and we're going to look like possibly a low-scoring game tonight.
Honestly, I think both these teams can really push it up the court, especially Chelsea. Chelsea's got some really good offensive weapons, and I feel like if they can keep Austin Davis from breaking out into a big scorer, then they could have a pretty good chance at winning. They have some really tall people, which could help them a lot, seeing as Austin Davis is 6'10", and they're going to need somebody to try to contain that.
Well, I did talk to their assistant coach on Chelsea's team before the game, Greg Stevens, and he said that actually they're shorter but smaller than Onsted, and they're going to try to doing some double team on Austin. Now let's send it over to our sideline reporter, Ethan Kosmina, see how things are going before the game.
Hey, I'm here with head coach of the Chelsea Bulldogs. Hey, coach, what did you do to prepare tonight?
Obviously, any team Onsted faces, we're going to focus on their big fella Davis inside. You know, he's the focus of their team, so that's really what we're looking forward to tonight.
Are you in a more offensive team or a push offense or defensive?
We're definitely defensive focused. That's been our focus all year, how we're going to win games on the defensive end of the floor.
Okay, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ethan. And we'll be right back with the countdown to tip-off as you're watching Michigan High School's basketball tournament on LSPN, your home for Lenawee sports.
As the voice of Michigan's student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played. We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe coaches should act as teachers, helping student athletes develop
while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
And welcome back. Kelly, how do you think that Onsted's going to have to match up with the Chelsea Bulldogs?
Well, obviously they've got a lot of height on the team. We've got Austin Davis, who's been a force all season long, 6'10", and he's a junior. The team is young itself, and relatively tall, even as they go deeper in the bench. So I think Chelsea's going to have to get on, they're going to have to get their game going by being quick and also by even maybe trying to get a lot of fast breaks going.
And now we're going to throw it over to Ethan with the Onsted Wildcats head coach. Ethan?
I'm here with head coach of Onsted Wildcats. Hey, coach, what do you think you're looking to do tonight?
We're looking to stop their penetration. They got a lot of athletes and some quickness, so we're going to try to pack it in on them, force them to shoot outside, and hopefully contest most of those shots. Hopefully that's good enough for a win tonight.
What are you looking to do to maybe see what Chelsea Bulldogs are going to do? Maybe reverse on them what they're trying to do?
They're probably going to come out a little matchup zone tonight, and obviously they're going to try to stop the post touches to Austin. But fortunately, we got 4 other guys that can knock down shots and do a lot of things for us tonight. So we're looking forward to it. Should be a fun, exciting game, and we're looking forward to moving on. And it's one step at a time, and it starts tonight.
All right, thanks, coach. Good luck.
Thanks, Ethan. And we'll be right back with the player introduction and the tip. You're watching Michigan's high school basketball tournament on LSPN, your home for Lenawee sports.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
The broadcast of today's game is a copyrighted presentation of the Michigan High School Athletic Association and LSPN. No reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution of descriptions or accounts of this game may take place without the express written consent of the MHSAA and LSPN.
It's a 2 right now. Do you need me to talk about it?
For Chelsea, the visitors on the scoreboard. Number 2, a senior, Cameron Starkey.
I got this,
For the home team, Onsted. Number 3, a senior, Brett Henderson. For Chelsea, number 5, a junior, Justice Staten. For Onsted, number 10, a senior, Brian Freiberger. For Chelsea, number 10, a sophomore, Cameron Cooper. For Onsted, number 15, a sophomore, Gabe Richardson. For Chelsea, number 22, a sophomore, Alexander Vasquez. For Onsted, number 21, a senior, Zachary Wirtz. And finally for Chelsea, number 42, a junior, Colin Steinhauer. And finally for Onsted, number 51, a junior, Austin Davis. The head coach of the Bulldogs is Josh Tropay. Head coach of the Wildcats is Brad Maska. Your officials for today's game are Dave Sante, Dan Medina, and Chris Westover. Basketball fans, let's play some basketball.
And we're about to get started with this game as the Chelsea Bulldogs take on the Onsted Wildcats. Kelly, what do you think is going to be the biggest point of emphasis for the Chelsea Bulldogs?
You know what? They're going to have to have a fast game, Drakkar, and you can really feel the energy here in the room already. Talked to some of the parents, some of the coaches already this evening, and they're geared up. Everyone knows there's a lot at stake here on this court tonight.
How do you think they're going to fare against Austin Davis with him being 6'10" and they're basically running their offense through him?
Well, you know, they're going to double team him. You know that right off the bat. And, of course, they're quick. Chelsea's very quick. So they're going to hope to get that ball down the court faster than Onsted can. And typically with a tip-off, Onsted has been losing that tip-off the last time they've been on the court last few times. Let's see how they do here in the tip-off.
And as we get set with the tip-off, it's Austin Davis and Justin Stanton.
Got to redo that.
And they're going to redo the tip-off here.
It's kind of tough to tip off a guy that's 6'10".
Yes, sir, it is. And the tip-off goes to Onsted.
Gabe Richardson's got the ball right now. He's heading down the court.
Gabe Richardson swings it over to Zach Wirtz. And a three by Gabe Richardson is good already.
You know, Richardson's been known for those threes right off the bat. Good start for the Wildcats.
Gabe Richardson averages 6.4 points a game, shooting 29% from the field.
Take a look at that defense already. They're getting their hands up.
Number 22, Alexander Vasquez holding the ball, swings it across court to Cameron Cooper. Looks like they're going to try to set up a play, maybe try to run something. Swings it back over to Alexander. Over to number 5, Justice Stanton.
You know, Coach says that
Swinging
they're a
for
big.
Sam.
Every player is a 3-point threat on Chelsea's team. That's another thing they're going to have in their bag of tricks here in this game tonight.
Yeah,
they're taking their time. You can tell.
It seems that they're trying to set a 3-point shot up, but Onsted's getting really tight in on the defense.
Yeah,
Number 40.
You can tell they're going to try to slow things down here in a second.
Cameron Starkey with the ball over to Cameron Cooper. Number 42, Colin, puts up a 3 and it's missed.
Onsted's got that rebound. Here we go, back down.
Gabe Richardson, he slowly swings over to Brett. Pump fake, back out. Over to Zach Wirtz. Back to Gabe, to Brett. Gabe puts up another 3. Oh, missed shot, picked up by Cameron Starkey.
Let's see how quick they can get down the court here and get this set up.
Nice little
ball
move,
handling.
but it is stolen by Gabe Richardson as he pushes it down the court for the open layup and drops. Cameron now has 5 points as the Onsted Wildcats lead 5-0.
That was Zach Richardson. I mean, Gabe Richardson.
Cameron Starkey with the ball. Over to Justin Stanton. Over to Cameron Cooper, I'm sorry. Over to Justin Stanton.
Onsted's
and
got
the
a
ball is out of bounds
right
on
now.
Onsted.
Got a 5-point lead right now for the Wildcats. You know that Chelsea's coach is thinking, all right, let's get somebody. All right, we're making a substitution right now.
Number 20, Jack Bush, comes into the game. He's coming in for Alexander Vasquez.
Might change the pace of their offense. Let's see how that goes.
Inbounded over to Cameron Starkey. He's getting pressured on the baseline. He makes a move, tries to shoot the ball, gets blocked by Austin Davis.
Swatted away by our 6'10" Austin Davis. All right, they're going to slow it down a little bit now here, Jakar. I think they're really going to take their time.
Cameron Cooper's trying to do something, can't get somebody open. Swings it over to Colin. Colin over to Justice Stanton. Outside back to Cameron Cooper, over to Colin. Colin for 3. It drops.
Right.
Beautiful movement on the ball. Brett Anderson bringing the ball up the court. The Bulldogs are trying to run a trap defense, but it's broken. Ball is stolen by Colin. Passed over to Cameron Starkey, and he's slowly bringing it up the court. He swings it over. Justice Stanton shoots the ball. It is airballed, rebounded by Austin Davis. Pushes it over to Zach Wirtz. Zach Wirtz makes a move and puts up a layup, and it drops. Beautiful move. That is 2 points for Zach Wirtz.
They're getting their workout in this already early in the game here, Dakar.
As Colin puts another 3 up, but misses. Over the back call on Justice Stanton. Good placement by Brett Anderson for the Onsted Wildcats.
All right, we're switching more guys out.
Number 3, Ethan French, comes in for Justice Stanton.
Coach Maska's keeping with his starting 5. Whoa.
Oh, ball is saved by Zach Wirtz, but then passed over as Jack Bush tries to put up a shot. French tries to put one up.
It's up top. They're really not getting the rebounds underneath there.
Cameron Starkey with a missed shot. Jack Bush throws it off of Brett Anderson. Nice play to try to keep it on, try to keep the Chelsea ball.
But you know, underneath the basket, they're really not getting the rebounds. Either side, they're putting up 2 or 3 shots under that basket.
Wow.
Both the Wildcats and the Bulldogs need to get those boards.
Apparently they called Onsted ball. Brett Anderson over to Gabe Richardson. Back to Brett.
Tough D, look at that. They are really fighting hard. Can you see that? They are fighting hard.
Holding call
some fouls going
on Cameron Cooper. Coach is furious about that.
Got a substitution going on
Dallas
here.
Heidberger comes in for comes in for Brett Anderson. Swings it over to Gabe Richardson. Inside to Oh, the ball is stolen. Ethan French pushing the ball up the court. Swings over to Cameron Starkey. Makes a little move. Over to Colin. Colin dribbling it up, top of the key.
Big guy up at the top of the key dribbling around. They're going to slow it down here, Dakar. There they go.
Over to
They're
Cameron
just pulling
Cooper.
it up to the top of the key. Crowd doesn't like that, Dakar. Listen
Cameron
to him.
Starkey drives to the basket and gets his shot blocked by Austin Davis. That is his second block of the game and 3rd rebound. Austin Davis already making himself a threat. Gabe Richardson swings it over to Dallas Hydebreeder.
Got a tough defense going on right now by the Chelsea Bulldogs.
Oh,
tapped away.
Ball is tipped by Cameron Cooper, who almost saves it. As number 23, Ryan Mitchell, comes into the game for Cameron Starkey.
3 minutes to go in the first quarter, and it's getting serious already, don't you think, Jakar?
Yes, it is.
That's
the score
right.
is 7-3. Onsted with the lead. Dallas Hydebreeder with the ball. Swings it over to Gabe Richardson. Outside to Austin Davis. Inside, Zach Wirtz. Pass the ball, and the foul is called as Brian Friedberger.
You know, it looked to me like he had all ball, actually.
Yeah.
Looks like Chelsea had all ball in that.
Sometimes the way you set up yourself when you're going up to a layup can get you a foul called no matter what.
Yep. Oh, wait, we have Freiberger going to the line right now.
Brian Friedberger averages 5.8 points a game, shooting 43% from the field. He averages 4 rebounds and 3.7 assists. He is a senior at Onsted High School.
He's a fantastic athlete all around.
Missed both free throws as Jack Bush gets the rebound and kicks it out to Cameron Cooper, who brings it up the court. Screen, double screen set. Outside, three-pointer is up by Ryan Mitchell. It's missed as Austin Davis gets his 4th rebound already in the first quarter.
That's Austin Davis's home right there at the net.
Gabe Richardson. Ooh, ball is tipped up, picked up by Ethan French. Nice spin move as the foul is called.
Get a little aggressive out there on the court, Dakar. I think that these teams are both getting a little bit feisty already.
This foul is called on Dallas Hydebreeder. Inside.
What a play.
Jack Bush with his first basket of the game. Score is cut to 2.
Easy bunny off the baseline.
Dallas with a little cutback move. Swings it out to Gabe Richardson. Inside to Zach Wirtz, but the pass is tipped. Pass is tipped by Ryan Mitchell as the ball goes out on the Chelsea Bulldogs. Brett Anderson comes back into the game for Gabe Richardson to give him a break. Brett Anderson is a senior at Onsted High School.
Little fun fact about Brett Anderson, he's taken classes at the Lenawee Intermediate School District to be a chef. How about that?
Those culinary art classes.
That's right. It's a great cook.
Brett Anderson comes around when the ball comes around, he gets the pass. Drives to the basket, puts up a shot. Ooh, it is airballed, but it is saved by Dallas Hydebreeder and touches number 3.
Boy, that was lucky.
As the ball goes out of bounds on Chelsea Bulldogs. Cameron Starkey comes into the game for Cameron Cooper.
Onsted has another shot at this. See if they can get in the bucket, another bucket here. But you can see Bulldogs are really setting up their defense.
Maybe that was fate giving Brett Anderson another chance to get that shot off. He sets a screen for Dallas Hydebreeder. Swings it over to Zach Wirtz. Inside to Austin Davis. Puts up a shot and is fouled.
You know, Jakar, that is a big target, that Austin Davis underneath that basket. When he gets his hands up, and he is right there by the basket. Those hands are up. It's a big target underneath there.
Yes, it is. That was a beautiful
line.
double team. It was just really difficult for them to guard a 6'10" center from Onsted.
He's got 27.1 points per game average.
He also averages 17.2 rebounds with 4.9 blocks. He shoots 69% from the field, which is pretty good percentage for a center.
I don't see him miss many free throws.
He missed both free throws on that one. Ryan Mitchell with the ball. Pass over to Cameron Starkey as he brings the ball up the court. He drives to the basket, steps back out. Drives again, kicks it out to Ryan Mitchell. Ryan Mitchell with a move, jump shot, and it drops.
Whoa.
Score is now tied. Dallas Hydebreeder inbounding the ball. Inbounded to Zach Wirtz, back to Dallas.
We've got a press going on. Full court press.
Some pretty good press defense going, trying to stop him.
But
the press is broken.
I think we're going to see that press quite a lot tonight, Dakar.
Yeah. Looks like they're into a 2-3 zone, but they're trying to double team Austin at the same time. Ball is tipped. Shot is up. Ooh, missed shot as Colin gets the rebound.
That was a tough one underneath the basket. Did you see that, Ricard? Two
Foul
guys going down.
on.
51. We had Austin Davis go down. And number 20.
Foul is called on Jack Bush as Trevor Kingsley comes into the game for number 42, Colin. Kicked outside, over to Zach Wirtz, and a traveling call. Slid his foot across the ground.
All right, both
dribbled
teams are taking the slow down tactic, I think, on this as we go back down the court. Another substitution.
As Joe Snar comes into the game for Zach Wirtz.
All right. Cameron Starkey taking it down nice and slow. You can see they're already setting up their offense. See if they can get a 3 off. Coach says they all are a 3-point threat.
Ooh, tip pass. Ooh, nice defense by the Onsted Wildcats. As Joe Snar is putting some pretty good defense on him.
Man-to-man.
Trevor Kingsley trying to do something on Austin Davis. Doesn't work, but he kicks it out to Cameron Starkey, who misses the shot, and the ball is rebounded by Dallas Heidbreeder.
All right, Coach Maska's on the sideline telling Heidbreeder to slow it down a little bit. Now we've got them setting up their offense. Chelsea's coach is doing the same thing.
Looks like they might be trying to get that last shot of the quarter.
Yeah, taking their time. We've only got 18 seconds left.
11 seconds. Kicks it inside. Shot is up. Good
Friedberger.
shot. Brian Friedberger with the jumper.
Chelsea's going to try to get down there.
Cameron Starkey with a deep 3. And at the end of the first quarter, the score is 9-7. We'll be right back with the second quarter. This is LSPN, your home for Lenawee sports.
Every proper bear knows that the right fit means everything. Especially when it comes to car seats.
Oh, really? I just did what any bear would do.
So know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size.
I like it.
To learn more, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, where's that bear?
If you don't fix them, sparks from dragging tow chains could cause a wildfire, and that could be scary. Only you can prevent wildfires.
And we're back as the Onsted Wildcats come on the court with a 2-point lead. The score is 9-7. Onsted.
You know, both teams have been running fast games so far in our first quarter.
Yeah, Austin Davis hasn't put up quite the game as you would think he would in the first quarter, but he's got some good blocks. He's got 2 blocks, and he already has 5 rebounds.
Gabe Richardson came right out of the block. First few seconds of the game with the 3-point. I think that gave them their setting, their tone.
One up.
The coach of the Chelsea Bulldogs trying to slow them down, run a play as Cameron Cooper swings it over to Trevor Kingsley, who swings it over to Justice Stanton. Back to Cooper. Inside to Cameron Starkey. Back outside to Colin. Onsted playing some fantastic defense, making Chelsea Bulldogs run something.
I was going to say, pretty much right now, they're letting Chelsea do is just pass that ball around the outside.
Yeah. Cameron Starkey keeps trying to make a move. Colin dribbles the ball over to Cameron Cooper. Cameron Cooper dribbles inside, back outside. Shot is up, and it is missed by Trevor Kingsley.
These players got to keep their world underneath that basket and get those rebounds as they head down the court.
Gabe Richardson dribbling the ball up the court.
All right.
Ball is stolen by Cameron Starkey. Into Cameron Cooper with a beautiful right-hand layup on the right side of the hoop.
Got the Bulldogs pulling ahead. We're tied now, 9-9.
With a move. And another holding call called on Cameron Cooper. That is his second foul of the game. Cameron Cooper is a sophomore at Chelsea High School.
You know, that's the thing about Chelsea's team as well as Onsted's team. They're both young teams. We're going to have deep benches.
Dallas Heidbreeder came into the game for Gabe Richardson. Shot is airballed by Zach Wirtz as Cameron Starkey's pushing the ball up the court. Justice Stanton with a shot, but it is missed. Rebound by Austin Davis. That is number 6 on the day. Dallas Heidbreeder slowly pushing the ball. Inside.
We need to get some points on the board for both sides. We've got a tie score right now. 9-9.
Over to Zach Wirtz. Back inside. Zach Wirtz, dribble move. Back outside.
You know, both coaches have said this before the game. It's going to be a defensive game, and both of them as well have said that's a good thing. They both expect a low-scoring game. So far, that's exactly what we're seeing, Drakkar.
Zach Wirtz with the jumper. Shot is missed. Rebound almost got, but it goes to Cameron Cooper, who pushes the ball down the court. Little crossover move. Back outside to Cameron Starkey. Cameron Starkey with a pull-up jumper. It is missed as Austin Davis gets his 7th rebound of the game already.
That's a pretty easy rebound there. Basically a bounce pass off the floor.
Dallas Hydebreeder with the ball.
Onsted setting up their offense now too, taking their time.
Austin Davis inside to Zach Wirtz. Zach Wirtz with a nice shot.
That's a sneaky little play there.
Came from right behind the team. They didn't even
board.
see him coming. Cameron Cooper with the ball up top. Swings outside, swings over to Colin. Colin with a nice little move. Back over to Trevor Kingsley, who dribbles inside. Passes back out to Cameron Starkey.
It's getting a little rough in there in the box. We've got some pushing going on. Justice Stanton doing some shoving under the basket.
And a foul is called.
Yeah.
Justice Stanton getting a little too hard over there.
Yeah, I was watching a push. I think it was Greg Freiberger. We have Freiberger, Brian Freiberger underneath the basket. Give him a nice shove
Mitchell
from behind.
gets something to the game. Ethan French subbed into the game for Justice Stanton. Onsted ball. Joe Snar set to inbound.
It's getting rough under the basket, you could tell. Tensions are getting high already, and we aren't even at the halftime yet. All right, refs are talking things over.
Looks like they're having a little bit of conversation trying to figure out what happened down there. Game is already intense in the second quarter. 4:45 left in the second quarter. 2-point lead for the Onsted Wildcats. It seems to me as if they're trying to figure out what is this going to be, because it looked as if there was a push on the play. They're still contemplating what this is about.
It's still about the call with the Justin Stanton shoving Freiberger from behind.
The Onsted Wildcats are 47% from the field, averaging 32 rebounds a game, 16 assists. They have 6.9 steals a game.
Both coaches are out there too, checking it all out, Drakkar. What's going on? Yeah? What's the call?
Trying to figure out the call before this one.
I know the shove from behind. The shove from behind.
Onsted also averages 6 rebounds a game.
They're actually talking about the foul, not the shove from behind, but the one under the basket here when we had Onsted on offense.
The Onsted Wildcats average 60 points a game on offense and only allow 46 on defense.
We could have had a pizza by now. Boy, this is a delay of game, right? As we're seeing already, though, you can see Drakkar, defensive game, and truly many of the great coaches have said defensive games, defensive teams, strong defensive teams win championships.
It is an offensive foul on Justice Stanton. They've come to a decision.
All right.
They're going to resume this game now. Ball is inbounded. Back over to Joe Snur.
Got that full
inside
court
to Dallas.
press.
Over to Zach Wirtz. Nice little move. Back outside to Dallas. Over to Zach Wirtz. Over to Brian. Little dribble move, nice spin. Back outside to Zach Wirtz. Zach Wirtz with the dribble move. And the ball is smacked right off his leg, rolls out of bounds.
You know, if nothing else, Ricard, that little bit of downtime that we had when they were discussing that call, I think everybody's settled down just a little bit, got those tempers down just a little bit. Let's see how we're doing here now. We got Bulldogs on offense. 2-point difference here, 11-9.
This
Onsted
Chelsea
Wildcats
coach.
leading.
This Chelsea coach is really animated as their team keeps missing shot after shot. A lot of air balls. The ball is rebounded by Brian Friedberger. Dallas Heidbreeder dribbling the ball. Over to Joe Snar. Over to Brian. Inside to Zach Wirtz. Back outside to Brian. Dribbles the ball in. Kicks it back out to Zach Wirtz. Nice little move inside. Floater, and it drops.
Wow.
Zach Wirtz, second shot of the game. Cameron Cooper kicks outside. They kick it back out to him. He puts a three up, and it drops. Beautiful three.
There we go with the threes from the Chelsea
13-12.
Bulldogs. 13-12 on the board right now.
Dallas pushing the ball up the middle. Slows it down. Makes Chelsea reset their defense. Inside to Brian. Brian with the shot. Shot is missed. Rebounded.
Gotta get those rebounds.
Trevor Kingsley with the rebound. Cameron Cooper pushing it up the court. Back out to Trevor Kingsley. Over to Colin. Cameron Cooper holding on to the ball.
Coach is telling him to slow it down. Slow it down. He's got his calls. Let's go. Back
over
to the perimeter.
Ryan. Back over to Trevor Kingsley.
They're always looking for that baseline shot.
Turns around, kicks it back out to Ryan Mitchell. Back over to Cameron. Nice defense by Dallas Heidbreeder.
White's holding tight. Trying to get a screen there.
Ryan Mitchell swings it over to Trevor Kingsley. Trevor Kingsley with a little move. Back outside to Ryan Mitchell.
See that wall? Davis is straight up. What a wall.
It looks like there should have been a traveling call, but it wasn't.
He had a wide open lane in there, though. Got a wide open lane.
Rebounded by Dallas Heidbreeder. Brings the ball up the court.
Timeout. Timeout for the Wildcats.
And we'll be right back as you're watching high school basketball on LSPN Sports, your home for Lenawee Sports.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
This new mom is struggling to get the skates just right. Now she's holding on for dear life.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
And we're back with 2:17 in the second quarter. The score is 13-12 as the Onsted Wildcats lead by 1 point. How do you feel the Chelsea Bulldogs are doing right now?
You know, I think they're really holding their own. The score is so tight, 13-12. Onsted's only up by 1. And as the coaches predicted, defensive game tonight, probably low score by the time we get to the end of it. And I'll tell you what, everyone is scrappy out there this evening.
Yeah, Austin Davis is really getting held down in the paint. That double team is actually working for him. He only has 2 points right now, but he also has 7 rebounds. Over to Zach Wirtz.
They're going to try to work that three out on the perimeter. You can see
Over
they're
to
trying
Dallas.
to pull that
Back out to
offense
Zach.
out, get the defense out of the
Zach
key.
Wirtz over to Gabe. Austin Davis standing in the middle trying to get the ball. They're keeping it right on him. He holds it, passes it back out to Dallas.
Looks like they're going to waste some time on the clock, Dakar.
Maybe a little bit. Back over to Gabe. Looks like they're looking for an open shot. Brian Friedberger with the ball. Back over to Gabe. Back over to Brian. Inside to Zach Wirtz. Back out to Brian. Back over to Gabe. Over to Dallas. Dallas for 3. Drops.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful ball movement on the play. That is Zach Wirtz. That is Brian.
Another three for the Wildcats. Way to go, Heidbreeder. All right.
That is Dallas Heidbreeder's first shot of the game. Ethan French swings it over to Colin. Colin for 3. Rebounded by Gabe. Looks like it was a foul on Gabe, maybe an over-the-bat call.
I'm sure a lot of these guys are going to come out of this game bruised,
Gabe Richardson.
Bruises around the ribs.
Cameron Cooper over to Ryan Mitchell. Inside to Colin. Back out to Cameron.
Onsted sticking with their man-to-man defense.
Ryan,
and it's paying off for them. We got ourselves a
Bush
rebound. There we go.
Shot.
Bulldogs are going to set their defense up.
That rebound was by Brian Friedberger as it's over to Dallas Hydebreeder. Pass to Zach Wirtz, over to Gabe Richardson. Looks like they're gonna run some more time off the clock.
Look at this, they're slowing it down, 30 seconds to go, and you can see Onsted just up at the half mark, and they're just dribbling the ball. Gabe Richardson's just got the ball, dribbling it. Here comes, watch,
and now here comes Chelsea with the press. Over to Brian.
Trying to make something happen.
Back over to Gabe Richardson. Inside to Zach Wirtz. The ball is tipped. Picked up by Brian. Brian with a nice shot. Score is 18-12. 10 seconds left. 9, 8, 7. Cameron Cooper with the ball. Little move to the basket.
5 seconds. Got enough time to get the ball in. Try to get it in the basket.
Tipped out of bounds by Onsted Wildcats as Chelsea recovers the ball. Cameron Starkey comes into the game for Ryan Mitchell. Shot is up, and it is made by Colin for 3. Ball is inbounded. Zach Wirtz with a deep shot. It is missed. The end of the half, the score is 18-15.
I really got to hear what the Onsted coach has to say about this so far, because I'll tell you what, this has been a pretty exciting game as we get to the halftime here. At 18-15, Onsted in the lead right now. And again, both teams very scrappy underneath the basket. Ethan Kosmina has Onsted's head coach, Brad Maska, at the sideline right now. What's going on, Ethan?
Hey, Coach. How'd the first half go?
I liked everything but about the last 3 seconds. We didn't get out on the shooter. It was miscommunication. We can't have that. Other than that, pretty clean first half.
All right, well, I know you got to get in the locker room. I'll let you go, buddy.
All right, thanks a lot.
And we'll be back with our halftime show as you're watching Michigan's high school basketball tournament on LSPN, your home for Lenawee sports.
Don't let E. coli mosh with your food. An estimated 3,000 Americans die from a foodborne illness each year. You can't see these microbes, but they might be there. So always separate raw meat from vegetables. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
You're doing great. We're gonna try this again, okay?
Okay.
Wheels, pedals, handlebar, brakes. Sit up straight, keep your weight in the center. Keep your eyes on the road, hands on the grips, butt in the seat. If we feel ourselves falling, what do?
Just keep
pedaling. Good girl. Now remember, it's all about balance and steering. Steer with your hands, steer with your body. Steer into the corners and you stay out of trouble. And the bell's your buddy, so go ahead and ding that. All right, you ready? Here we go. Pedal, honey, pedal. There you go, you're a bike rider.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
This is why you took a second job. While you taught yourself how to fix the plumbing. While you'll do whatever it takes to keep your home. And that is why we want to help. We are making home affordable, a free government resource that can make paying the mortgage easier. Call 888-995-HOPE today.
Hey, Luis, did you know that your Elmo's plan?
Your plan?
Yeah, Elmo's mommy said that if Elmo is too sick to go to school, the plan is that Elmo stays with Luis and Maria.
Oh, yes, we have that plan all in place.
Great!
You never know when your child will be too sick to go to school. So have a plan ready so your child can stay home and get healthy.
Luis is the man, because he's Elmo's plan. The man, because he's Elmo's plan.
To learn more about preventing flu, visit flu.gov.
When friends don't stop friends from drinking and driving. Friends die from drinking and driving. Friends die from drinking and... Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
And we're back Kelly, how do you feel the Onsted Wildcats have done today in the first half?
You know, it's a defensive game so far, Dakar. I think both sides are really steady on the defense. They really need to get on the boards and get some more rebounds so they can get some more points on the board. But I think we're going to see a low-scoring game today.
How do you think Austin Davis has fared? He has 7 rebounds already. I mean, he only has 2 points in the game, but 7 rebounds is a pretty big factor.
Yeah, but to see his low score so far, that's, you know, usually he's got at least 3 or 4 dunks by now. So I'm waiting to see a second half. We're going to see a better show by Austin Davis, I'm sure of it.
I feel like they're doing a pretty good game of running the clock down. As you can see, they know that the Chelsea Bulldogs can run the score up on them real quick if they don't keep the composure. So they're slowing the game down and getting some good looks, a lot of good ball movement out there. How do you feel about that?
Well, you know, yeah, I agree with you on the ball movement, but I also think they're getting pretty feisty underneath the basket because we've seen the Chelsea Bulldogs get in a little bit of trouble. They're doing some shoving underneath, and of course we did see some foul action off of that.
And we'll be right back with the rest of our halftime show. You're watching LSPN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
Oh yeah, of course. All right, we got your personal references, your resume, high school diploma or equivalent.
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
Yes, it's right there. Great.
Take that first step towards a better future. Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
Looks like it's done.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. You can't see these microbes, but they might be there. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
And we're back. Kelly, how do you feel the Chelsea Bulldogs have fared today?
I'll tell you what, we don't see a high-scoring game from them either. Now, Coach told me before the game they are a huge threat when it comes to three-pointers. And really, I've only seen 2 3-pointers get sunk in this game so far on Chelsea's side.
Well, I mean, as you can see, their main focus right now is to shut down Austin Davis. He has 7 rebounds, but they've held him to 2 points.
I agree.
Part of the reason for that is for him missing 2 free throws, which you don't really see happen. But I feel like the Chelsea Bulldogs are going to come out a lot stronger, a lot more focused, and not as many turnovers because they did have a lot of turnovers and they had a lot of balls that were
You're watching their defense, though. They're doing a full-court press right off the bat on Onsted, and I think that's part of their strategy tonight. Do that full-court press, get right on Onsted right out of the gate.
Yeah, they've done some really good job with their press defense, but as you can see, Onsted has really broken down that press defense. But their 2-3 zone is working pretty good. I think maybe they should focus more on trying to keep the perimeter shots out because, as you can see, the Onsted Wildcats aren't really focused on giving the ball to Austin Davis right now. They're focused on getting the perimeter shots because they know that the Chelsea Bulldogs are going to double team Austin Davis and try to keep him from getting his average score game of 27 points.
You know, both teams are relatively young, Drakkar. We have a lot of sophomores and juniors on both sides, so you're going to see these teams really start to put in some substitutions now. But I really think both teams have strong benches. You're seeing a lot of the other team players, and especially with Onsted, getting some more numbers on the board tonight. You don't see just one player getting all the scoring. You've seen Zach Wertz hits quite a few points tonight, and right off the bat, we had Gabe Richardson hit a 3 from Onsted. So,
how do you feel about the junior Colin, number 42 for the Chelsea Bulldogs? He's hit a couple 3-pointers, a lot of good ball movement inside.
And he's pretty tough. He's relatively a good ball handler as well.
As you can see, he's not letting Austin Davis get anything, really. He's putting a lot of pressure on him, making him play physical, which, as you can see, the Onsted Wildcats don't really like to play physical. They like to just push the ball up and down the court and just get it moving.
Yeah, we're going to send it to the break. How about that? Let's watch everybody take a little bit of a break in this next 30 seconds. You're watching LSPN.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
If you want to be a parent, it doesn't matter how you play, what you wear, you dance, or even what direction life takes you. You just need to be there. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care don't need perfection. They just need you.
And we're back with the second half of the game. The score is 18-15. Onsted Wildcats with a 3-point lead as the Onsted Wildcats and the Chelsea Bulldogs are back onto the court. How do you feel this game is going to turn out for the second half, Kelly?
You know, like we've been talking this whole time, I think we're going to be a low-scoring game. It's a defensive game already. A lot on the line here as we're in the second round of the district tournament. We need to see some threes from the outside, too.
Brian Richard with a pass into Austin Davis, and a foul is called on number 20, Jack Bush. Push call.
Crowds get a little fired up now. You've got all the students underneath the basket here giving a cheer.
As you can see already in the second half, they're trying to push the ball into Austin Davis. Nice little move. Floater up and is missed. Let's go! Cameron Cooper pushing the ball up the court. That rebound was by Jack Bush. He pushes it back out to Cameron Starkey. Up at the top of the key. Looks like Onsted's moved into a man defense. Cameron Cooper with the ball.
They've been hanging with that man-to-man defense pretty much most of the game, Jakar.
Out to Colin. Colin for three. And that is the third three-pointer by Colin.
Tied the game right now.
Tied. Gabe Richardson over to Brett. Brett pushes the ball up the court. A little behind the back move. Inside to Zach Wirtz. Zach Wirtz dribbles in. And the ball is stolen by Jack Bush. Cameron Starkey with the ball. Swings over to Colin. Colin with his 4-3 up. Oh, 4-3 is missed. Zach Wirtz with the ball. He's pushing it up the court.
Onsted is going to try
Dribbles
to change
inside.
his momentum right now.
Inside to Austin Davis, but that is a charging call on Zach Wirtz.
Before the shot, if that was before the shot.
Good setup by Jack
Offensive
Bush.
foul, did you see that? Offensive foul on Zach Wirtz.
Chelsea Bulldogs making the Onsted Wildcats play a lot more physical than they want to.
I think the Bulldogs are settling in. They're going to try to take advantage of this momentum. Even though the score is tied, they can feel the momentum changing.
Justice Stanton with the ball. Nice screen set by Jack Bush. Swings over to the corner. Cameron Cooper. Little move. Comes back out. Over to Jack Bush. Jack Bush for three. The three is airballed. Rebounded by Zach Wirtz as he's pushing it up the court. As you see, this crowd thinks it's pretty funny that they're shooting air balls. They've shot a few of them today.
Got the O-zone here, the students from Onsted.
Watch behind you, Stein. Austin Davis with the ball up top.
Pretty packed crowd all around, actually, tonight. From Chelsea, too. A lot of fans here from Chelsea.
Gabe Richardson up at the top of the key. Looks like they're trying to slow the game down again. Try to get some good screen
They're taking
sets.
their time to set their shots.
Jump shot by Gabe off the glass, and it drops.
It's looking to be like a pretty strong player of the game.
That is 7 points for Gabe Richardson. Score is 20-18. Cameron Starkey over to Justice Stanton. Over out to Colin.
Richardson's the youngest player on the team, sophomore. He played varsity as a freshman.
Cameron Cooper outside to Cameron Starkey. Over to Jack Bush. Back out to Cameron. Cameron inside to Colin. Back out to Cameron. Cameron for three. Three is missed.
Oh,
Davis
wow.
with his 8th rebound.
What a snag on that rebound. Did you see that? Austin grabbed that rebound way over his head, snagged it back in to pull it in.
Beautiful placement on that rebound to get that one. Over to Brian. Brian's got Cameron on him. Steps inside. Outside to Gabe Richardson. Gabe Richardson for three. The three is airballed, but it is smacked by
Chelsea's
Brett
got their
Anderson.
zone underneath the basket. Got some
The ball looked like it went out of bounds on Cameron Cooper, but they claimed that it went out of bounds on Brett Anderson.
Fans didn't like that play.
As Dallas
That call.
Hyde Breeder comes into the game for Brett Anderson. Tough man-to-man defense. Little
Their
screen
zone.
game.
Nope, you're right, man-to-man.
Ooh, travel call.
All right.
That
Let's
travel
see.
call is on Trevor Kingsley.
Let's see if the Bulldogs can hold them.
Again with the press defense for the Chelsea Bulldogs.
That full court press.
Ooh, nice little crossover move by Zach Wirtz. Inside to Austin Davis. Austin Davis with a dunk. Beautiful off vertical two-hand slam.
That's the first dunk of the night. Just
Cameron
as I predicted.
Cooper with the layup, and it is missed.
Just as I predicted at the half. I figured we were going to start to see some sparks fly from Onsted Wildcats, getting Davis underneath there to do some dunking action for us. But I also know that Chelsea's coach is telling us a lot of three-point threats on his team. So look for more from the outside when it comes to the Bulldogs.
The foul is called on Gabe Richardson. Ball inbounded to Cameron Starkey. Dribbles to the middle, step back, passes it back out to Ethan French. Back over to Cameron. Cameron looks like he's trying to find something to do with the ball.
Freiberger's trying to get everybody fired up. There you go.
Nice tip pass by Dallas Heidbreeder. Brian Freiberger, some good defense.
Freiberger's a senior.
Gabe Richardson on the D. The ball is tipped by Brian Freiberger as he goes to the lane. Beautiful right-handed layup. Score is now 24-18. Timeout called.
You know, that's the biggest lead they've had so far this game.
It is a 30-second timeout. How do you feel that the Chelsea Bulldogs are feeling right now after
I think they're going to stay tough on that defense. They're starting right out of the gate, keeping that full court press going for them today. I think that their defense is pretty strong.
As you can see, the Onsted Wildcats are starting to break down that defense already. They went from a 2-point lead to now a 6-point lead.
You know, both teams are really keeping in their starters most of the game. They're just pulling a few guys off the bench, but they're really keeping their starters out there.
I think they're having some good defense on Austin Davis, even though he had that good dunk, that good layup. He's got 8 rebounds, but overall they're playing some pretty tough defense on the Onsted Wildcats. Cameron Cooper with the ball.
See if these guys can get a 3 put together here on the Chelsea Bulldogs.
Coach is calling a play. Swings over, back to Cameron Cooper in the corner. Back outside to Ethan French, over to Ryan Mitchell. Back over to Ethan. Ethan dribbles the ball. Inside, the ball is tipped. Pass is stolen by Austin Davis. Over to Dallas Heidbreeder. That is Austin Davis's first steal.
Now take a look under the basket. We've got Freiberger and, of course, Colin Steinhauer both pushing each other around under the basket again. Fouls on Freiberger. Doing a lot of shoving going on underneath there.
Brian Freiberger getting a little too physical down there. These refs are calling a pretty strict game here, trying to make sure that nobody steps out of line and takes things too far. Ooh, nice little crossover move by Ethan French. Outside to Colin. Inside to Trevor Kingsley. Gabe Richardson with the rebound, bringing the ball up the court.
That's the thing about playoffs, though, Dakar. Those refs, they have higher standards, of course, when it comes to the play of the game, because there's so much more on the line.
Over to Brian, inside to Dallas. Dallas for the shot. It is missed. Rebounded by Colin. Cameron Cooper pushing it up the court. Nice little crossover move. Floater is blocked by Brian Freiberger, but they caught a foul instead.
Wow. A lot of hands up in the air from the Onsted side. A lot of boos going on in the crowd.
That looked like all ball there, but I guess the refs call what the refs call.
Cameron Cooper's at the line.
Cameron Cooper is a sophomore for the Chelsea Bulldogs.
Yeah, like we were saying, it's a young team. Coach is pretty excited about it. You know, their coach, Josh Trope.
Both free throws missed. The ball is rebounded by Ryan Mitchell. Back out to Cameron Cooper. Cameron Cooper with a move over to Ethan French. Ethan French for 3. It is air ball, but Ryan Mitchell gets the rebound and puts it back.
The value of the rebound.
Those rebounds are starting to pay off because they're getting a lot of airballed shots. Zach Wirtz with the ball in the inbound. A little bit of a trap tried to get pulled over there, but Justice Stanton called on the pushing foul.
Yeah, he's thinking he wasn't him. Got the hands up. Was it me? Yeah, it was you. Tell you what.
Jack Bush in for Justice Stanton. Justice Stanton now has 3 fouls in the game.
Got Chelsea Bulldogs stacked up there on their defense.
Inbound over to Gabe Richardson. They got Brian Friedberger in the middle. Back outside to Gabe. Dribbling the ball around. Over to Dallas.
Davis is just hanging in his home down there at the baseline.
Over to Gabe. Gabe inside to Zach Wertz.
Foul before the shot.
And there was a foul called on Jack Bush.
Yeah, like we've been saying, a lot of shoving going on underneath that basket.
Jack Bush now has 2 fouls in the game.
Oh.
Ball is trying to be passed to Austin Davis. Tipped and stolen by Cameron Cooper, who throws it back down the court and is stolen by Dallas Hydebreeder. Brian Friedberger coming down the court with a crossover Euro step, but misses the layup. Wow.
Wow. Was a fast game. Look at them both go end to end, end to end.
The tip pass by Dallas Hydebreeder.
All right.
Ball goes out of bounds.
Bulldogs keep the ball.
The score is 24-20, a minute 28 in the third quarter left.
Bulldogs are going to take a few minutes to get their play set up.
Colin with the ball. Outside to Cameron Cooper. Over to Colin. Over to Jack. Back out to Cameron. Cameron with a little move. Little spin action. Back out to Jack. Back to Cameron. Cameron looks like he wants a little bit of an ISO there, but he's going to bring it back up to the top of the key.
You know, this is where you're seeing that defense work. See if the Bulldogs can crack in there.
The O-zone, white wall.
Watch that three-point.
Nice little move by Ryan Mitchell. Back outside to Colin. Over as Jack Bush puts up the shot. And it's air ball. That is his second air ball of the game. Gabe Richardson on the rebound.
Coach is counting on those.
Those shots are what's losing them the game.
That's right, every shot.
They're calling a press because they don't want the Onsted Wildcats to waste any more time off the clock.
Yeah,
they've
you're
done
right.
The last
They've got that half-court press going.
Alley-oop pass over to Austin Davis, and it is beautifully tipped in.
Now we're seeing some excitement going on. You got Maska. He's almost having a heart attack over there on the sideline.
Austin Davis has his 6th point of the game. Rebounded. Oh, almost
right
rebounded
back to
by
the Bulldogs.
Austin Davis. Ethan Fresh with the jump shot.
All
Rebounded by Austin. That is
2-handed
9
rebound
rebounds.
works better.
Dallas bringing it up the court. 15 seconds left in the game. Over to
in the
Austin.
third quarter.
Austin with the ball. Back over to Dallas. Dallas with a little move.
Freiberger's wide open underneath there. Dallas didn't see him.
Cameron Cooper with the ball. 4 seconds.
And he
Layup
takes it.
made. 2,
well-deserved
1,
2 points.
0.
All right, getting into the fourth quarter.
And at the end of the third quarter, the score is 26-22. Onsted Wildcats in the lead, and we'll be right back with our fourth quarter as you're watching Michigan High School basketball on LSPN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
You know what I think? I think you forgot to lock your door. A lot of people do that. They forget. It's too bad because all crime needs is a chance. Don't give it the chance. It's my job to teach you to protect yourselves. Make it your job to learn. Write to Box 6600, Rockville, Maryland. Oh, and one more thing. Lock your door and take a bite out of crime.
Sometimes all it takes to be a dad is remembering how to be a kid again. Take time to be a dad today.
And we're back as the Chelsea Bulldogs take court. Kelly, how do you feel about the Chelsea coach?
Hey, did you know Josh Trepay? He's new to the team this year. But last year he was coaching Milan, took that team all the way to the state championship. So they're expecting big things from him here with the Bulldogs.
I can see why. He's pretty animated on the court. Cameron Starkey back out to Colin.
He says defense is their
Trevor
key.
Kingsley with the shot. It is made.
Oh, it took a while for that to sink, but got in there finally.
Nice little glass roll on that one.
Full court press by the Cats.
Brian with the ball over to Dallas.
By the Bulldogs.
Back over to Gabe. Gabe a little move. Back over to Dallas. Inside to Austin. Austin over, but he stepped on the line when he caught the ball. Out of bounds.
2-point game right now. 2-point difference.
Cameron Cooper bringing the ball up the court.
Let's see if these Bulldogs can get a 3 this time around.
Looks like Chelsea's trying to get somebody over in the corner. Maybe get a 3 or 2. Try to take the lead. Onsted's had this lead the whole game. We've had like 3 or 4 ties, but
But like you said, that defense has really held Austin Davis in his offense. Right now you can see the Wildcat defense holding their zone.
A lot of swing, a lot of ball swing coming from the Chelsea Bulldogs. Cameron Starkey with
They're
the
just
ball.
going to look for the right pass.
Cameron Cooper over to Colin. Colin inside to Ethan French. Inside to Trevor Kingsley. Trevor Kingsley outside to Cameron Cooper. Back outside to Colin. Colin with a little move. Back outside to Ethan. Ethan for three. Three is missed. Rebounded by Colin. Tipped over to Cameron. Cameron for three. Shot is missed. And Austin Davis with his 10th rebound. He now has 6 points and 10 rebounds.
Everybody falling back.
Dallas Hydebreeder with the ball.
Take a look down in the corner. Big man, Austin Davis, pushing it around underneath.
Brian inside to Zach Wirtz. Zach Wirtz puts up the shot, but they call it travel.
Really low scoring game, 26-24 in the fourth, 6 minutes to go. Brad Maska's team's pretty young too. We've got mostly juniors on the team right now with these just a few seniors on the court right now. Zach Wirtz, senior. Brennan Black, Brett Anderson, Joe Snar.
Dallas Hydebreeder with the ball at the top of the key, or top of the court.
Hits the middle. Pressure. Pressure.
Back out. Gabe Richardson with the ball. Swings it over to Zach Wirtz. Inside to Austin Davis. Shot is up and is made. That is 8 points for Austin Davis.
Bulldogs want to get it down to the other end of the court as fast as they can. Get that shot off. Get a three in there.
And a travel called on Trevor Kingsley. Took a small little step before he dribbled. Justice Stanton comes into the game.
Got a timeout.
Full timeout called by the by the Chelsea Bulldogs.
How do you think the Onsted Wildcats are doing out there, Jakar?
Yeah, I think the Chelsea Bulldogs are really trying to put some game in here. They're trying to make it look, they're trying to make it close. They're trying to keep the game close. They're trying to make sure that Austin Davis doesn't get what he wants. Austin Davis has 8 points and 10 rebounds. He's really putting up a fight there, and he's showing that he's not going to go down without putting up what he wants.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think that both teams are really trying to pull tight on their defensive moves. And, of course, right now we've got Ethan Kosmina. He's on the sideline right now. He's getting the crowd all fired up. What's going on, Ethan?
I'm here with the Onsted student section. Everybody comes in here, support the crowd. Everybody make some noise.
You know, when you're going into the districts like this, Onsted drew a bye, so they come into this relatively fresh.
Yeah. Austin Davis, he has 8 points and 10 rebounds. Austin Davis is 6'10".
Only
he is a
points.
junior.
This kid normally is averaging 27 points a game. They are really capping him off.
Little bit of a tip pass by Ethan French.
It says a lot about the Chelsea Bulldog defense tonight.
Pushing the ball over to Gabe. Swings it over to Zach Wirtz.
What a pass all the way
Zach
across.
Wirtz with a little move inside to Austin Davis. Austin Davis with a beautiful one-handed slam right over top of Justice Stanton. That is 10 points and 10 rebounds. Austin Davis now has a double-double in the game. 30-24, Onsted with a 6-point lead.
Trope's calling his plays from the side, getting his guys fired up.
6 points is the biggest this lead has ever became.
Well, they're really giving him a lot of room.
But a traveling is called on Justice Stanton.
They're giving him a lot of room in that key. Did you see that play?
They're
Seems like he's got plenty of room when the
Austin Davis is giving him space because he knows that he has that height advantage over him, and he can get those blocks. He already has 2 of them in the game. Pass over to Austin Davis with a beautiful alley-oop pass from
the crowd goes
Dallas
wild. Everybody's
Hydebreeder.
up on their feet.
Amazing, got the crowd hyped. Score is 32-24.
Four dunks. All right, Bulldogs, hold them tight. They're gonna get a 3 ready, and there it is.
Cameron Starkey for 3.
There it is.
Off the glass.
What did I
Beautiful
tell ya? All right, we've got a timeout called.
Timeout is called by the Chelsea Bulldogs. The score is 32-24. It is a 30-second timeout. How do you feel about that alley-oop pass from Dallas Hydebreeder?
That was fantastic. I love to see those assists. And then, you know what, I knew, like I was telling you at the halftime, I thought for sure that we would start to see some action from Austin Davis, giving us some slam dunks that is his forte. He's being, he's only a junior. He's in the top 10, of course, in his class in Onsted schools as a junior. We've got recruiters going to almost every game of his from all over the Midwest. The kid plays year-round basketball. His family dedicates a lot to his sport, and of course, he is a fantastic sportsman himself. And, you're seeing it out on the court tonight.
That is Austin Davis's third dunk of the game. He has 12 points, 10 rebounds. Ball is inbounded over to Dallas Heidbreeder. Pushes the ball down the court. Over to Austin Davis. Austin Davis, shot is missed, but he rebounds the ball.
It's almost like it slipped out of his hands.
Maybe.
He was ready for that big old dunk, but I think it slipped out of his hands.
Holding foul is called. Number 22.
They're going to try it again. Oh, look
Austin Davis with the shot and
guys
is fouled.
You see that?
He's showing no signs of fatigue on the court.
Going into district play, these kids have got to be really ready to make a run-and-gun game the whole time. We've got Davis at the line. Last time he was at the line, though, he missed his free throws.
Austin Davis.
Coach Maska doesn't look happy about that.
That is his third missed free throw of the game. Not normal by him. Austin Davis missed free throw again. Justice Stanton with the rebound. Over to Cameron Cooper.
Coach wants him to set it up. He's telling him to set it up.
Cameron Cooper swings it over. Ryan Mitchell
in the
inside
middle.
to Justice Stanton. Outside, the pass is tipped and stolen by Dallas. Nice little crossover move. Over to Austin Davis, back over to Dallas.
There comes that full court press.
Pass is tipped, but scooped up by Gabe Richardson. Inside, back out to Dallas.
They're getting a little sloppy.
Over to Gabe, but the pass is tipped by Ethan French.
Coach Maska's telling him,
comes into the game.
Think about it, guys. Think about it. Tapping his head.
Cameron Starkey coming in for Justice Stanton. Cameron Starkey is the only senior on the varsity team for the Chelsea Bulldogs.
Let's go!
And that is a steal by Cameron Cooper.
I thought I heard a whistle.
Layup.
Guess
Thought
not.
I heard a whistle there too, but I
heard
guess
a whistle.
not.
Guess not.
Gabe Richardson on the inbound. Back over to Gabe from Brian Friedberger. Little crossover move behind the back.
That full court press.
Passed over to Zach Wirtz. Dribble move. Inside to Austin Davis. Austin Davis with another dunk. The score is now 34-28.
Every time he's underneath that basket, Dakar, they have 3 guys on him every single time.
All he's looking for is dunk after dunk after dunk. Cameron Starkey with a turnaround jumper, missed shot, 11th rebound for Austin Davis.
Take it easy.
He tells his team to slow down.
I got it.
A little bit
Big
too
man's
much
got the
pressure.
ball.
And that is a pulling call on Cameron Starkey.
That's one thing about the Onsted team. I can see that there's at least 3 or 4 leaders on their team. There's not just one person that takes the lead and that all of them follow. They have a great mix of leaders no matter what boys are out on that court at the same time.
Come on! Ball pressure!
Gabe Richardson with the ball. Little crossover behind the back. Over to Austin Davis.
Come on, take it away.
Turns around. Passes it back out to Gabe. They're starting to pressure. Timeout called by the coach of the Onsted Wildcats.
All right.
A 30-second timeout. So how do you feel that the Onsted Wildcats are doing? What is it?
Well, they're finally pulling their game together. I think they're finally getting it to Austin, giving him a chance to get in there and have some spectacular dunks. And as you've been seeing, I think that's really making the Chelsea Bulldogs fight hard underneath the basket. We've got 3 players on him every single time he's under the basket, Dakar.
Yeah, these Chelsea Bulldogs really have to step it up because this 6-point lead looks like it's going to grow with 2:35 left in the game, and they're really dropping with the fatigue that they have, and Austin Davis is showing no signs of that.
Nope.
He's showing more pressure after pressure after pressure on that offensive game.
I'm with you.
Austin Davis has 14 points, 11 rebounds. Zach Wirtz on the inbound. Little bit of a press break. Tip pass. Holding call on Ethan French. Ethan French had his second foul of the game. They are on the 1-and-1. They have 7 fouls. Dallas Hydebreeder for his first free throw. Free throw is missed. Colin with the rebound. Cameron Starkey.
Coach is telling him to slow it down, Dukar. Look at that. Waiting for that
Ryan
three.
Mitchell
Travel.
with another travel call.
Wow. Coach is shaking his head.
These Chelsea Bulldogs need to really start dribbling the ball before they start
Tell him to
trying
get
to
right
move
on
their
there.
feet.
Get right on that defense.
Inbound to Dallas. Pushing the ball. Nice little crossover move. Over to Zach Wirtz. The ball is stolen by Colin.
Hey, that full
Pass
court
to
press
Ryan.
is working for the Bulldogs.
Over to Cameron Starkey. Cameron Starkey with a step back three.
No.
Missed air ball. Dallas Hydebreeder.
They're
over
just
to Austin
jamming on
Davis.
everybody.
Swings
Gotta
over to
meet
Gabe
the pass.
Richardson.
Whoa.
And a blocking call on Colin.
Richardson's going to the line, 1-on-1.
Colin has 3 fouls. Gabe Richardson to the line. Gabe Richardson has 6.4 points a game, 23% from the field, 2.6 rebounds.
Wow, look at them fight that for that rebound. Still have Freiberger laying on the ground.
Ryan Mitchell pass over to Cameron Starkey. Cameron Starkey for 3,
Wow.
drops it.
There it goes.
Beautiful. Full
And he drops
timeout
it.
called
Full
by
timeout.
the Chelsea Bulldogs. And we'll be right back with the rest of our game as you are watching Michigan High School basketball on LSPN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
The bear climbed over the mountain, the bear climbed over the mountain, the bear climbed over the mountain, and what do you think he saw? What do you think he saw? What do you think he saw? The bear climbed over the mountain, the bear climbed over the mountain, the bear climbed over the mountain, and what do you think he saw?
Life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
Kelly, how do you feel that the Chelsea Bulldogs are faring right now?
I'll tell you what, they've got to bring that three-point game if they're going to try to pull this out. We've only got 2 minutes left, and we've got 3 points up for Onsted Wildcats. Let's see what's going on the sidelines with Ethan.
During the break, Onsted's head coach was harping on his kids about the free throws you got to make. You got to make the free throws and win the game, guys. Back to you.
That's right. They got to keep that going. Here goes Freiberger up for 2, and it's in.
Beautiful shot by Brian
Here go the
Freiberger.
Bulldogs heading down the court as fast as they can go to get under that basket. Now it's 34-31.
Cameron Cooper with a beautiful split on the D,
back
and the
and
layup
forth.
drops.
Now take a look at this man-to-man defense.
And
Who gets the call?
Dallas dribbles the ball on the line.
Are they going to give the ball to the Bulldogs? Yep. They're going to give the ball to the Bulldogs.
Colin comes into the game. He comes in for Justin Stanton.
Did some
Looks like there was a little bit of confusion on who was coming out of the game.
Hang on. Do we have any the right number of guys out there? Okay.
Cameron Cooper with the pass over to Cameron Starkey. Cameron Starkey with the jumper, and it drops.
Tied the game.
Beautiful.
For another tie.
The score is 36 to 36.
Bulldogs are on their feet.
Over to Brian. Brian pushing it up the court. Inside to Zach. Over to Austin Davis.
Oh.
Austin Davis with the missed shot,
Foul.
and the foul is called.
Okay. This is pressure because Austin Davis has not made a free throw yet in the game.
Foul is called
See if he
on
can do
Ethan
it.
French.
Tie game, minute left to go. These free throws are so important for the team right now.
Austin Davis for his 5th free throw of the night. He has yet to make one. And he misses again. Wow. 0 for
1
5
minute to go.
from the free throw
105. And Bulldogs have control of the ball.
Tie game.
You could feel the energy in this
Brian
room right now. I'll
playing
tell you
some
what.
fantastic defense. Good defense by the Onsted Wildcats. Gabe Richardson on the D. Ball is into the middle. Cameron
Bulldogs are going to pull this ball out as far as they can.
Reaching call on Brian Friedberger.
They might have done that on purpose to get the game stopped for a second to get everything reset. This is third foul for Freiberger.
Foul on the ball.
Got another substitution coming in for the Bulldogs.
Trevor Kingsley comes into the game for Ryan Mitchell.
All right, and a timeout called.
Timeout is called. 30-second timeout called by the Onsted Wildcats.
I'll tell you what, we're going to see a lot of action in the next 45 seconds. Otherwise, we're going to be into overtime. 36 points for this game in the fourth quarter, 45 to go. These teams are really trying hard. They're fighting hard for the next step in this district tournament.
Even though Onsted hasn't hit any of their free throws, I feel like they're going to push the ball more into the paint, get more physical, because as you can see, the Chelsea Bulldogs have 9 fouls in the game, and with 45 seconds left, that would be their best idea. Let's just hope that the Onsted Wildcats coach told his team to do that during that timeout break.
Yeah, but you've got Bulldogs control of the game, and they've been tough on their threes. Let's see what they do here with their offense.
Let's see if the Onsted
45
Wildcats
seconds
can
to go. That could be only one play if they really start to delay the game.
Defense on Collin. Tip pass. Brian Friedberger on the defense. Let's hope he doesn't get another reaching call. That might put his team in the bonus.
They're just going to stand at half court and bounce the ball around, do some dribbling. Somebody's going to get in there and reach.
30 seconds left.
They're going to get in there and reach.
Tie game.
26 seconds.
Let's see if the Chelsea Bulldogs can get their first lead
They're
of the
trying
game.
to set up for a three, Jakar, I could tell.
Zach Wirtz on the defense.
Try to set it up, blow the clock away, so that all they have
Ethan
is
French on the little crossover move. Over to Trevor Kingsley. Back out to Cameron Starkey.
Davis a chance to
Brian
get him in
Freiberger, beautiful
again.
defense. 6, 5, 4, 3 over to Collin. Deep 3, 2,
No!
it is missed.
And
it is an air ball shot.
Game going into
and
overtime.
we are going into overtime as the score is tied 36-36. And we will be right back with our overtime game. You are watching LSPN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
Wow.
When you're out there, there's no telling what you'll find.
I see it, I see it. Oh, look at you.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund Reading.
Why do you not get me?
I do. This is what it feels like for kids with learning and attention issues. Redirecting to understood.org.
And we are back with our overtime game as the Onsted Wildcats and the Chelsea Bulldogs have a tied 36-36 game.
It's been a very exciting game so far, Jakar. We are seeing these stands just going crazy. Such a low-scoring game, 36, both teams. Tough defense on both sides. And, you know, we're not seeing a whole lot of threes from the Bulldogs, and we've only seen 4 dunks by Austin Davis so far tonight. We should see some more action here coming up in the next 4 minutes.
Yeah. I think that the Chelsea Bulldogs are going to try to pull out a little bit of a hat trick because they came back from a 6-point deficit and have yet to get the lead within this game. Tip ball by Austin Davis. A little bit of pressure by Cameron Starkey as Dallas Hyde-Breeder brings the ball up the court.
Man-to-man.
They're going into the man-to-man defense rather than that 2-3 zone that they had originally.
Oh, no, they're dropping down into zone.
Nice little move by Zach Wirtz, and the foul is called.
Get Zach Wirtz at the
Foul is
line.
on Cameron Starkey. Let's see if Zach Wirtz can make the first free throw of the game for the
Zach averages about
Onsted
9
Wildcats.
points a game. Let's see if he can get these free throws in.
Oh. Seems to me as if the Onsted Wildcats can't seem to make a shot here.
Wirtz is one of the seniors on the team. Looking to go into dental school.
A little bit of a spirit finger action over there by the crowd. And he drops it.
All right, here come the Bulldogs.
1 point lead now. Cameron Cooper with the ball. He's coming up the court.
Onsted Wildcats have their man-to-man defense.
Trevor Kingsley with the ball. Over to Cameron Starkey. Cameron Starkey for three.
And
Missed,
it's no
though.
good.
Rebounded by Brian Friedberger.
Every shot counts in these 4 minutes.
Dallas Hydebreeder coming up the court.
They're going to blow some of this clock, too.
Swings over to Gabe Richardson.
Almost lost that one.
Tip pass. Back up to Gabe. Gabe with a little move inside.
Oh!
Another charge called on Gabe Richardson.
No.
As Ryan Mitchell comes into the game for Ethan French.
Offensive foul, no shot. All right, Chelsea's going to take their time getting this ball set up.
Cameron Cooper bringing the ball up the court.
Onsted's thinking they want to try to stop those three-point shots outside.
Colin,
that's why they're on the man-to-man right now.
Top of the key. Colin for three. It is missed.
Oh, yeah.
Austin
Davis didn't even need to get off the ground for that rebound.
Get one. Take milk.
Dallas Hydebreeder inside. Brian Friedberger with the jump shot.
All right, spreading those points around. Friedberger got inside.
Friedberger's done a fantastic job in the paint, making it a lot harder for the Onsted, making it a lot harder for the Chelsea Bulldogs to
It's
do
going to be tough to pick a player of the game either side because really we've had some scoring spread out.
And the Chelsea Bulldogs have called a full timeout. We'll be right back as you are watching Michigan High School basketball on LSPN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
Did you know there's a right way to sneeze? Let's show them, Emma. Got it. When you feel like your nose needs to give it at you, this is how you act. This is what you do. Lift your arm up high, bend it toward your face. Sneeze right there in the belly place. Achoo! You can do it for ease. Achoo! That's the right way to sneeze. Thank you.
To learn more about preventing flu, visit flu.gov.
The odds of this boy achieving his dream in fashion? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I am Tommy Hilfiger. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
And we are back. The score is now 39-36. Onsted Wildcats with a 3-point lead. 2:27 in the rest left in the overtime game.
Just checking on the timeouts left in the game. Onsted has 3 timeouts that they could take, and Chelsea only has 1.
Cameron Cooper with the ball. Over to Cameron Starkey. Cameron Starkey with the pull-up jumper. Drops.
That's the threat they're always wondering. There we go, back with the tie. Oh, no, it's only a 2. It's not a 3.
Gabe Richardson with the ball.
All right, looks like he's got a foul.
Foul is called. That foul is on Cameron Cooper.
We're seeing these last 4 minutes fast. They are going end to end, sprinting from end to end.
Gabe Richardson to the free throw line. Let's hope he can make the second free throw of the game. And they make the second free throw of the game.
Maybe those yellow shoes are the magic he needs, right?
Either that or those spirit fingers that the crowd's throwing up over there.
Spirit fingers from all the Onsted fans. There you go.
Second free throw. Miss. Whoa.
In and out. In and out. Half a point for that.
Cameron Cooper pushing the ball up the court.
Cooper setting it up.
Cooper swings it over to Ryan Mitchell. Ryan Mitchell over to Ethan French. Ethan French with a little move. Back out to Cameron.
Chelsea's in a tough conference. They're small. They're one of the smallest teams in their conference, and since the first of the year, they've won 6 of their 5 games.
Cameron Cooper back over to Ryan Mitchell.
38 left
over
on the
to Colin.
clock.
Colin for 3. Missed shot. Rebounded by Gabe Richardson. Gabe Richardson pushing the ball up the court.
He's trying to get through the crowd.
Over to Dallas. Dallas a little crossover move to get across half court. Over to Gabe Richardson. Gabe Richardson over to Austin Davis. Austin Davis over to Gabe Richardson. Gabe Richardson with a little move. Layup is made.
And it
Score
goes.
is 42-38 in overtime. 1:10 left.
How many points does Richardson have so far?
Cameron Cooper with the missed three-pointer as Gabe Richardson gets another rebound. Austin Davis back over to Gabe. Oh, pass is overthrown.
You can tell he's mad at himself for that pass. That could have been another 2 points right
Looks
there.
Looks like Gabe Richardson might have gotten hit in the face.
I think he got hit right in the eye. All right, we've got a timeout.
And we will be right back as you are watching Michigan High School Basketball Tournament on LSPN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
This new mom is struggling to get the skates just right. Now she's holding on for dear life.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
And we are back with 54 seconds left in the game. The score is 42-38.
What an exciting match we have, Dakar. 42-38, 54 seconds left on the game in overtime. We are in the second round of the district finals here at Adrian High School with those Onsted Wildcats versus the Chelsea Bulldogs.
And as you've noticed, they have not taken Austin Davis out of the game, and he is yet to show any sign of fatigue.
Dooley roll the ball down the court trick.
Little double screen over to Colin, inside to Trevor Kingsley. Trevor Kingsley with the shot off the glass, and it drops. 2-point game.
Got that full court press out there.
Dallas with a little crossover move. Passed over to Joe Snar. Joe Snar over to Zach Wertz. And an alley-oop pass, but is fouled.
He got shoved under the basket, but did the referee see it? Did the ref see it? Yeah, he saw it with the push. So Davis is heading to the line, but that's not really helping the Wildcats out much because Davis has not hit any of his foul shots this time.
Well, let's hope these spirit fingers help.
Maybe he used yellow shoes too.
And he drops that one.
You know that when that ball comes off that rim, Bulldogs are going to send it right down to the other end of the court. 33 seconds to go. Onsted up by 3.
Second free throw, miss. Rebounded by Trevor Kingsley, pushed up the court by Cameron Cooper.
Wildcats are setting up their defense.
A little bit of a move there.
Bulldogs looking for a shot. They're going to look for that 3.
Swings out to Trevor Kingsley. Trevor Kingsley for 3.
And it's no good.
Dallas Hydebreeder with the fantastic rebound. Over to Austin Davis.
Timeout. Freiberger got in the face of the ref, said, hey, timeout. Thank you, sir. All right. This has been just such an exciting game from the beginning. Right out 3 or 4 seconds into the game, Gabe Richardson hits a 3-pointer right off the bat, sending those Onsted Wildcats out with what they hope was going to be the energy to carry him through the game. As we got through the middle of the game, the Bulldogs coming back with their own fight, keeping that score very close basically through the whole game.
Yeah, I feel like the Onsted Wildcats are getting that little dynamic duo in from Gabe Richardson and Austin Davis. Austin Davis has 15-plus points. Gabe Richardson has 10-plus. He's throwing some pretty good assists over to Austin Davis. And they're just really making it difficult for these Chelsea Bulldogs to put up a fight. Score is 43-40. 14 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, I think their coach on the Bulldogs, Josh Trope, he's going to be looking for setting up some 3-pointers. He's talking to his team. He's got the board out. They're going to try to get some three-point shots here in the next 14 seconds. That's all we have.
A very good asset here, Brian Friedberger.
All right.
Austin Davis. Foul is called.
Foul. They're getting rough out there.
Foul is on
Only
Trevor
13
Kingsley.
seconds to go. A lot of shoving going on, Jakar. .2 seconds. Davis is at the line again. 1 free throw out of the 6 he's had tonight.
So he makes this one. And it is now a 2-possession game.
I've seen this kid play a lot this season, and he's got the specific form. Shoots every single time, and you can tell almost when his elbow goes up, if it's not at a 90-degree angle, he's not going to make it.
Joe Snarr
Every
comes into
time
the
he does
game.
the exact same thing.
He steps in for Gabe Richardson. Austin Davis makes
In
the
he
second
goes.
one, and is now a
He's got his
5-point lead.
concentration back right when they needed that clutch free throw free throw. Got it in there. We've got 11 seconds to go.
Cameron Starkey for 3. Deep
No
one, but it
good.
is missed. Brian Friedberger gets the rebound and is fouled by Cameron Cooper. 5 seconds left in the game, and it looks as if the Onsted Wildcats are about to come
There we
away
go.
with this victory in the semifinals.
Tell you what. Tough game. 5 seconds to go. 5 up by the Onsted Wildcats. And Freiberger taking the line.
Brian Friedberger averages 6 points a game, shoots 43% from the field. He also averages 4 rebounds and 3.7 assists.
All right, Dallas Heidbrader giving him a pat on the back. Let's go, Freiberger. And we've got a substitution in for the Bulldogs. Cameron Starkey, good game for Starkey.
Jack Bush in the game. Heidbrader makes, Friedberger makes that free throw. 6-point game. 4, 3, 2, 1. Trevor Kingsley for 3. Oh, missed game. And at the end of the overtime game, the score is 46-40 as the Onsted Wildcats come away with the win in the semifinal district tournament game against the Chelsea Bulldogs.
Looking good. This game was a tough one, tough fought. You can see the boys filing in front of us. Everybody looking like they gave it their all out there on the court.
Chelsea Bulldogs emotional over here. I can understand, see why. Goes into overtime.
We've got some crying going on. Of course, Cameron Cooper. It's a tough game because these guys, Chelsea Bulldogs, that means their season's over right now. And of course, that's a tough game to come home from. Looks like the Onsted Wildcats will be playing Friday night right here at Adrian High School.
Well, I feel like as if the Chelsea Bulldogs shouldn't go away with their heads down. They had a fantastic run, and for going 6-12 coming into this game, I mean, you really expected Onsted to win, but you were hoping to have the game that actually happened, and they put up a really good fight. They made Onsted work to get this win.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I think that Coach Maska is just going to be elated with this game. I think that in general, he wouldn't be too surprised that we were in overtime because in the beginning of the game when I talked to Brad Maska, he said, I'm expecting a low-scoring game. The game will be a defensive game, and sure enough, that's exactly what was played out tonight. Even in overtime, that defense held steady. And of course, we're trying to get Coach Maska right now. He's going to get a second here to talk to us on the sideline, and he's heading right over right now to our reporter on the sideline, Ethan Kosmina. And of course, we've got Austin Davis standing by as well, giving a big hug to Brian Freiberger, one of the seniors on the team. And Ethan Kosmina is right there with Brad Maska. Ethan, what does Coach Maska say about the game?
I'm here with the head coach. Hey, Coach, how do you think you did tonight?
I was really proud of our kids. We kept fighting. I wish we would have knocked down some free throws. We probably would have finished it off a little sooner than we did. But the kids played extremely hard. I'm really proud of them. We got one more Friday night, so we're excited about this, but next one's Friday.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Hey, Austin, how do you think you did tonight?
Oh, I think we played really well. We had a sloppy fourth quarter, excuse me. But we ended it strong and finished the way we needed to.
Hey, good luck on the win, man.
And we will be back with our post-game wrap-up. You are watching Michigan High School Basketball Tournament on LSPN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
Preventing wildfires. That's all Smokey wants for his 70th birthday.
Hey.
Ready to go?
Yeah, but the fire's not out.
Close enough.
Huh. Close enough? If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. I mean, the next thing you know, you've torched our whole neighborhood.
Which is why we're not going anywhere?
Exactly. 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Body language can tell you all sorts of things. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. Face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty. Time to call 911 and get them to a hospital immediately. Learn the body language and spot a stroke fast.
Really?
Buzz, what's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, Smokey.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
And we are back. Ethan, how was the talk with the Onsted head coach?
Oh, it was very good talk. He was on his boys all night trying to get the win. He was pressuring them, making sure they keep up the intensity, grabbing on them when they didn't make the free throws. He was doing good coaching tonight.
I bet he was pretty excited about Austin Davis's push in the second half, don't you think?
Yeah. It was actually awesome. He scored his 1,000th point tonight. So.
He did?
Yes, he did.
Fantastic.
So he's very proud of that.
Very good.
How did it feel standing in the ozone with the whole crowd going crazy over there?
Man, I could feel the intensity through my body. Everybody was hooting and hollering. It was good.
1,000 points for Austin Davis tonight. That's awesome. But Chelsea Bulldogs were basically 3-man all night long. Three people on him all night.
They put up a serious fight against him. I feel like they made him work. They made him struggle to get his points. Yeah. As you can see, he didn't come out until the second half with his tremendous play time.
He started off slow, but he definitely picked it up when his team needed him the most.
But did you feel it was such a defensive game today with such a low score?
It was very low scoring, a bunch of turnovers.
Yeah. I was really looking forward to seeing more 3-pointers from the Chelsea Bulldogs.
Yeah.
For Kelly Heidbreeder, Ethan Cosmata, I'm Drakar Bunce saying thank you for joining us this evening as the Onsted Wildcats win it tonight over the Chelsea Bulldogs of a final score of 46-40.
Be sure to tune into our next game as March Magic rolls along in Michigan. LSPN is staying right here at Adrian High School for the next semifinal round of the men's Class B district tournament. We'll be covering the Tecumseh Indians as they play the Eagles of Brooklyn Columbia Central to see who will pull their ticket to their district finals. This has been a presentation of LSPN, your home for Lenawee Sports.